Hello. Welcome back to the Quaker Sports Recap. Last week, we saw some teams end their seasons and others move on to the playoffs. I stopped by games played by boys volleyball, boys soccer, cross country, football, and girls soccer, which I'll tell you about next. Let's get right to it! On Thursday, girls soccer traveled to Niagara Wheatfield to take on the Falcons in the Section 6 quarterfinal game. Orchard Park started out applying pressure early and often, but wasn't able to convert on their opportunities. Instead, it was Niagara Wheatfield who scored first to take the lead just 4 minutes into the game on a corner kick. The half ended with the Falcons maintaining their 1-goal lead. Down but not deterred, Orchard Park continued to press in the second half. The Quakers had good support in goal on the occasions when Niagara Wheatfield was able to visit Orchard Park's end. However, the Falcons scored to double their lead. Orchard Park did not give up and was finally able to solve the Falcons goalie on a Cindy Doubtmeyer goal. The Quakers kept pressure on, but the clock ran out before they could even the score, ending their season with a very good game against the number 2 seed 12-3 Niagara Wheatfield. After the game, I caught up with Coach Graffia to talk about the game and the season.
Tough game, but you guys outplayed Niagara Wheatfield, but just came up short. What is one positive takeaway you could have from this season?
That's an excellent question. I think overall our girls really developed all year long. I think we got a little bit better each week. We had a lot of new girls to varsity who contributed good minutes, offense, defense. We had a lot of girls score their first varsity goal. And I think to be in a game like this, and I agree with you, I think we outplayed them, just couldn't score to play against the number 2 seed. I think it says a lot about the direction we're trending in and the direction our seniors have helped pull us and lead us towards.
That was a hard-fought game at the end of a much-improved season. I am looking forward to see what they do next year. Of course, girls soccer wasn't the only team with games last week. There was lots to cheer about. Let's see how all of our teams did. Girls soccer had a dominant win over Kenmore in playoff action before falling to Niagara Wheatfield. Against Kenmore, Abby Thorpe led the way with 2 goals and an assist, while Caden Courtney and Caroline Brown each added a goal and an assist. Boys soccer also opened their playoffs with a win before falling to Will North in the quarters. In Wednesday's shutout over Frontier, Derek Duran scored both of OP's goals. Girls varsity volleyball dropped their match to Williamsville South, while the JV squad merged victorious to end their season with a win. Boys varsity and JV volleyball both enjoyed a good night over Will North on Wednesday. Football fell short to Bennett, but are 2 wins away from a rematch at Highmark Stadium. Varsity and JV field hockey had a week filled with wins. In the varsity game, Hallie Senfield, Elise Brady, and Sam Nafke all scored for the Quakers, with Maggie Gusella adding 2 assists. Boys cross country were the ECIC Division I runners-up at the East Aurora this weekend. Xavi Aguirre had a nice run, finishing 5th in the division. Girls varsity cross country captured the ECIC Division I championship. Annabelle Chikansky finished 4th in the division. The girls will look on to repeat as section champions on Friday at Niagara Falls. Great job, Quakers. Up next, we have a Summer or So question segment with boys volleyball player Griffin Bowersax. Let's learn a little bit more about Griffin.
What did you do to get motivated before a game?
Just run around. We run through the halls and just tradition, like warm up in the commons and play some music.
What's just more important, math or science?
Probably math.
Who's your role model?
My dad.
If you could go back into kindergarten and do school all over again, what would you do differently?
I would start playing volleyball way sooner. I probably started like 8th grade. I'd start like 6 or 7.
If you were stranded on a deserted island, what is one book that you would like to have with you?
One book?
Yep.
Probably survival tips.
What is your favorite kind of chicken wing?
Medium with blue cheese.
All right, yeah, if it was ranch, I'd end the interview. If you could go on a 6-day vacation right now, where would you go?
Bahamas.
Thank you for watching this week's Quaker Sports Recap. The playoff races are heating up, and there is a lot at stake with this week's games. The schedule is light, but the impact is heavy. I hope that you can get out and cheer on our teams at a game, match, or meet. Come and watch the game so together we can shout, "Go Quakers!"